Welcome to the Halloween special, Spooky Showdown, MegaDPAL versus Bigleon911. The two shall fight, but only one shall make it out alive. The two ghouls they lead off with are Sableye and Spirittomb. Both going to switch into much more fierce opponents in order to start their battle. The Golurk is just going to use the shadows and force a punch directly towards the Cofagrigus, thus turning Golurk into a mummy. The Evilcoffin is just going to set up a trick room, changing the dimensions to make slower Pokemon faster. Next, he's just going to set up a calm mind, clearing the bad thoughts and raising his stats, as the Golurk is just going to infect poison upon this and watch its health wither down. The Evilcoffin is just going to strike back with a Shadow Ball, thus putting the Golurk 6 feet under into the grave. Just going to send out the Spirittomb in order to counter back with that Sucker Punch. Except the Cofagrigus went to try and burn the Spirittomb to render its life force. Again going for the Sucker Punch, but it was no use, as the Evilcoffin persisted to burn the Spirittomb. Next, after the burn damage and the poison which is sucking the life force from the Cofagrigus and the Spirittomb, the Cofagrigus is just about to die to a Sucker Punch, thus parks its spot next to Golurk in the grave. Out comes Malice. The Spirittomb then withdraws, and out comes Jellicent. Malice sets up the substitute in order to protect. Now, thinking of devious ways to hurt his opponent, he sets up a nasty plot, raising the special attack, as the Jellicent just destroys the substitute using that Shadow Ball. Next, the Malice is going to set up yet another substitute to try and protect itself from the foe, as the Jellicent again is just going to destroy the Shadow Ball. After the recovery from the leftovers, the Malice is just going to think of more devious ways to hurt and destroy his opponent, therefore sets up another nasty plot which enables him to live the Shadow Ball and fire back, thus killing the Pumpkin Soul forever. Another one into the grave. Out comes the ShadoDrago. Malice is going to switch out into the Dusclops, Eye-See-You, the Wandering Eye, to take the Shadow Sneak from this huge threat. Now, the Dusclops is just going to disable the Giratina orange form from using that Shadow Sneak, but fires it back, batting away the Dusclops with the Dragon Tail. Out comes Malice. Just going to fire off the dreaded Shadow Ball, doing a lot to the Giratina's life force. The Giratina is going to counter back and destroy with a Draco Meteor, thus killing the Mismagius. Out comes Giratina. Now the double switch into the Wandering Eye, Dusclops, as both opponents decide to switch, and out comes DeathGrip, the Dusknoir. Just gonna go to burn the Dusclops, but the Wandering Eye is going to sleep and rest his Wandering Eye, thus recovering all the damage and negating the burn. The Dusclops is just going to sleep as the Spirittomb comes out, thus the burn is continually going to drain the Spirittomb's life force, thus cutting the Spirittomb's attack and making it even more useless. Just going to withdraw the Spirittomb and go out back into the Giratina, as the Dusclops tries to disable the Giratina at the Spirittomb. The Dusclops is just going to fire off a Toxic, injecting poison into this Giratina's already weakened life force. Its time must be up pretty soon. The Dusclops is just going to recover all the Shadow Sneaking damage and heal up and once again rest the Wandering Eye. The poison is going to drain more health from the Giratina. Its time is surely up, out comes the evil sneaky Sableye, watching the Giratina fall and buried in the hole. Out comes DeathGrip. He's just going to taunt the Dusknoir, thus making it want to attack and kill the Sableye. Upon the attack, out comes Dusclops in order to take the Earthquake and the Shadow Sneak. The Dusclops is just going to use the Sleep Talk, thus poisoning the foe Dusclops, Dusknoir, in its sleep. As the taunt wears off, out comes Spirittomb. As the Wandering Eye continues to talk in his sleep, but unfortunately cannot touch the already damaged and burned Spirittomb. Just going to go for that devious trick on Halloween night, switching over the choice band to the Dusclops. Was this a trick or was it a treat? Out comes Giratina. Take the predicted Shadow Sneak very well, with the burn damage just racking up, thus draining the most of the Spirittomb's life force, which is just going to die to an outrage from the Giratina, thus becoming a permanent dead tomb. Out comes the Chandelure, who fires off a Shadow Ball doing massive amounts of damage to the Giratina, thus taking massive amounts of damage from the outrage. The Shadow Ball is just going to destroy and end the Giratina's life as we know it. Next to Giratina-O, down in the grave, out comes Sableye, and yet another trick or treat. He's just going to trick over the lagging tail, thus forcing this Chandelure to become extremely slow, the slowest thing there could possibly be. The Sableye takes the Shadow Ball, and out comes the Dusclops to take yet another, except the Dusclop dies to the Shadow Ball from the Chandelure's outrageous power. Out comes Gengar to finish the job. The Ectoplasma fires the Shadow Ball, destroying Chandelure's soul. Out comes DeathGrip, sneaking, lurking in the shadows, and attacks Gengar. Gengar counters back with a Shadow Ball of his own, doing massive amounts of damage, with the poison infected into the DeathGrip. His life will surely be at risk. Upon that, proceeded to take out the Gengar with yet another Shadow Sneak. Both trainers' souls have been drained. Only two Pokemon remain, Dusknoir and Sableye. Sableye recovers on the predicted Shadow Sneak, trying to stall and drain the toxic damage, except the Dusknoir carries the Pain Split, grabbing Sableye by the throat, squeezing out the pain, thus recovering each and every little sap of the Sableye's health, making it able to fight on over and over again, draining the Sableye's health till they are about even, except the Dusknoir still has the poison lurking over him, wearing him down every minute by minute by minute, until soon one of these two cannot go on. Sableye keeps recovering up all the damage it shall take, but the Dusknoir still squeezing energy out of this Sableye till there must be no more, except the toxic finishes it off. I'm just gonna go for that Shadow Sneak, but the toxic is going to kill the rest of his life force, thus ending the battle.